Operation Al-Aqsa flood. This is the name that Hamas has given to the ongoing massive attack that was carried out against Israelis. As per the mastermind of this whole Israel-Hamas conflict, Mohammed Deif, a Palestinian militant and Israel's most wanted man. This attack by Hamas is in retaliation to the raids that were carried out by Israel at Jerusalem's al-Aqsa mosque. What is the history of this al-Aqsa mosque and how it has become a center of conflict for Israel and Hamas? Let us explain you in detail. Hello and welcome, I am Shreya and you're watching the Pamphlet. So Al-Aqsa Mosque is situated on a hill which is known to Jews as ha-bayit or Temple Mount, and to Muslims it is seen as al-haram, al-sharif or the noble sanctuary. The mosque is situated in the old city of Jerusalem, which is considered holy to all three religions, that is Judaism, Christianity and Islam. The Temple Mount is where the Jewish temples originally stood, only to be destroyed to make way for the mosque. Both Israelis and Palestinians claim Jerusalem as its capital. Therefore, this place has been at the heart of conflict between both. Although Israel commands access to the Al-Aqsa grounds and usually conducts patrolling in the area. As of now, the mosque is administered by the Jerusalem Waqf under the Waqf Ministry of Jordan. Al-Aqsa is the third holiest place for Islam after Mecca and Medina. The compound of the mosque consists of two holy places, al-alqsamosque, constructed in the 8th century, and the Dome of the Rock, which is the 7th sanctuary structure where Prophet Muhammad is believed to have ascended to heaven. Jewish consider the compound as the place where biblical Jewish temples once stood, but they are in fact forbidden from entering it and praying by their Jewish law. Further, the Temple Mount is considered as the holiest shrine by Jews because they believe that their first temple was built by King Solomon 3000 years ago. Also, the western wall of the compound is known as Wailing Wall to Jews, considered as the last remnant of the second temple. While if we look at the Muslims, they believe it as the al-Buraq wall, where al-Buraq, the animal upon which Prophet Muhammad ascended to the throne, was tied by him. After looking at these two different religious perspectives that Jews and Muslims have for Al-Aqsa, it is quite clear that a conflict would definitely happen. So now to start with, East Jerusalem came under the control of Israel after the Six-Day 1967 war. But later Israel officially gave control of the mosque and its area to an Islamic group, although its forces were allowed to visit the holy site. Now began the actual conflict, starting with August 1969. An Australian Christian named Dennis Michael Rohan attempted to burn down Al-Aqsa and destroy the carved minbar of Saladin. He was later found to be insane and admitted to a mental institution. Later in 1996, a new tunnel was opened near the compound of the Al-Aqsa mosque. Palestinians saw this as a violation of their sacred site, which resulted in clashes causing 80 deaths in just 3 days. Next comes September 28th in the year 2000, when Israeli opposition leader Ariel Sharon and a delegation guarded by hundreds of Israeli police entered into the precinct. This event ignited the second intifada of Palestinian uprising. In 2005, Israel's religious leaders advocated that Jewish people should not walk in a special place inside the mosque. This was after some Jewish religious factions demanded more rights to be granted to them and wished for the reconstruction of an old temple that once stood there. But it sparked more controversy and debate. It was in 2014 when tensions escalated, when there was an assault of the right-wing Jewish religious leader Yehuda Glick. Israeli officials then decided to close the access to Al-Aqsa, which was an unprecedented move since 1967. In March and April of the same year, Israel police used tear gas and grenades, which resulted in international condemnation. There was Palestinian protest everywhere, and it quickly turned into violent clashes, which marked the beginning of the second Palestinian uprising, also known as Al-Aqsa Intifada. Further, in May 2021, clashes at the Al-Aqsa Mosque resulted in a 10-day war with Gaza, after which a ceasefire was announced and the Office of United Nations Office of Human Rights Commission announced the death of 256 Palestinians and 13 more people of Israel, Thai and Indian origin died. In April this year, Israeli police said that dozens of young people had entered the mosque, premises with rocks and firecrackers and tried to barricade themselves inside. In retaliation, the Israeli police raided the compound. Eyewitnesses said that the worshippers inside the mosque threw objects at the police to keep them away. Subsequently, the tensions escalated. Hamas has claimed the current attack on Israel was in retaliation to the April incident and hence named the operation al-Aqsa flood. What we can conclude from the bloodiest history of Al-Aqsa is that all these continuous conflicts around this holy site have made it one of the most sensitive places in the ongoing Israel-Hamas conflict. Thank you for watching. If you liked the content, do like, share and subscribe to our channel, The Pamphlet.